Right now, deep beneath the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Oregon, something is moving. Scientists say it's inflating fast. The seafloor itself is rising. Could this be the next underwater eruption? Example of oceanic fury when the sea turned to fire. In 2022, the world witnessed the raw power of an underwater giant near Tonga, the Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano. What began as small bursts of steam suddenly escalated into the most powerful eruption of the 21st century. Within hours, the blast punched through the ocean surface, sending a column of ash 58 kilometers into the stratosphere. The explosion released more energy than hundreds of Hiroshima bombs combined. Shockwaves circled the planet several times, tsunamis swept across the Pacific, and even space satellites recorded the pressure ripples in the atmosphere. It was a chilling reminder that underwater volcanoes can unleash destruction far beyond their hidden depths. Now, scientists see patterns off the coast of Oregon that echo what they saw before Tonga erupted: swelling seafloor, rising pressure, and a restless ocean above. Beneath the cold waves of the Pacific Ocean, something is stirring. 300 miles off the coast of Oregon lies Axial Seamount, a vast underwater volcano scientists have been watching for decades. It erupted in 1998 and 2015, and now all signs point to another eruption. The seafloor is rising like a balloon, pressure is building, and the sensors on the ocean floor are sending alarming data. The question is not if Axial Seamount will erupt, but when. Unlike volcanoes on land, Axial Seamount is invisible to the human eye. It sits nearly 1.4 kilometers below the surface, buried beneath the waves. Yet its structure is massive, roughly the size of Manhattan, a caldera more than 3 kilometers wide. Using autonomous submarines and deep-sea sensors, scientists track every heartbeat of this sleeping giant. In recent months, they have recorded over 3,000 small quakes in just a few days. Each tremor is magma moving through cracks, searching for a way out. These patterns, says NOAA geophysicist Bill Chadwick, look disturbingly similar to the weeks before the 2015 eruption. The seafloor above Axial is inflating, literally lifting upward. Instruments anchored to the seabed show a steady rise of 15 centimeters per year. That doesn't sound like much, but underwater it's enormous. This is molten rock forcing its way into the magma chamber. If the pressure exceeds the strength of the crust, it will crack open, releasing gas, ash, and lava into the deep. When that happens, the eruption could last hours, or even weeks. You might wonder, if it's underwater, why should we care? Because every submarine eruption releases vast amounts of gas, mainly carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, into the ocean, changing its chemistry. Massive deep-sea eruptions also create new hydrothermal vents, fissures where superheated water blasts into the cold sea, forming alien ecosystems. Creatures that live here feed on chemicals, not sunlight. Each eruption resets this fragile balance, reminding us how alive our planet truly is. Axial Seamount lies too deep to create the kind of explosion we see on land, but that doesn't mean it's harmless. If an eruption were strong enough, it could generate small local tsunamis or release gas plumes visible from space. Scientists track these signals using satellites, submarines, and acoustic sensors spread across the Pacific. Every blip, every temperature spike tells a story about what's happening below. And the story right now is one of accelerating change. For years, researchers have called Axial Seamount the best monitored volcano on Earth. They know its cycles, they know its moods, and right now, those data lines are climbing. The magma chamber is repressurizing faster than expected, and the last two eruptions were exactly 17 years apart. That pattern brings us to now, 2025. If history repeats, the eruption window is already open. Some experts quietly predict the event will occur before year's end. If that happens, It will be one of the most closely studied eruptions in human history, a front-row seat to geology in motion. The Earth beneath the oceans is far from silent. It breathes, it shifts, it builds mountains in the dark. Axial Seamount is a reminder that our planet is still shaping itself, moment by moment, eruption by eruption. When it finally blows, most of us will never see it. But the world will feel its pulse through the instruments we've placed deep below. Somewhere under the Pacific, the next chapter of Earth's story is already writing itself. Stay curious, stay aware. This is Seismosphere,